Did you know that alligators have been roaming the earth for over 80 million years? That means they were around to see the dinosaurs go extinct. These incredible reptiles can hold their breath for up to an hour and have a bite force of nearly 3,000 pounds per square inch. Stick around because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of the American alligator. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're exploring one of nature's most perfect survivors, the alligator. These aren't just swamp monsters from the movies. They are master architects of their environment and have a story that stretches back millions of years. Let's start with their ancient lineage. The first alligators appeared during the late Cretaceous period. To put that in perspective, they shared the planet with dinosaurs like the T-Rex and Triceratops. While a giant asteroid wiped out about 75% of life on Earth, including the non-avian dinosaurs, the ancestors of alligators managed to survive. How? Well, being cold-blooded and living in freshwater environments gave them a huge advantage. They could go for long periods without food and use the water as a buffer against the drastic environmental changes. They are, quite literally, living fossils, a window into a prehistoric world. Now, let's talk about size, because when it comes to alligators, size definitely matters. An average adult male American alligator can reach lengths of 10 to 15 feet and weigh up to 1,000 pounds. That's as long as a small car. Females are typically smaller, usually maxing out at around 10 feet. The largest American alligator ever officially recorded was a whopping 19 feet 2 inches long, found in Louisiana. Imagine encountering that. Their size isn't just for show. It's a key part of their dominance as apex predators in their ecosystems. From the moment they hatch as tiny 8-inch-long babies, their entire life is a journey of growth, striving to become the king or queen of their swamp. So, how does a 1,000-pound reptile get its dinner? Alligators are masters of the ambush. They are incredibly patient hunters. You might see one floating silently, looking like a harmless log on the water's surface. But beneath that calm exterior is a coiled spring of muscle and instinct, waiting for the perfect moment. Their eyes and nostrils are positioned on top of their heads, allowing them to see and breathe while the rest of their body is completely submerged. When an unsuspecting animal like a fish, turtle, bird, or even a deer comes to the water's edge for a drink, the alligator explodes from the water with breathtaking speed. They use their immensely powerful tails to propel themselves forward and their powerful jaws to clamp down. The infamous death roll is what often comes next. If they've caught large prey, they'll spin and roll in the water. This isn't just for dramatic effect. It serves to disorient and subdue their prey, and also helps to tear off bite-sized pieces of meat. It's a brutal but incredibly effective hunting technique that has been perfected over millions of years. While they are masters of the surprise attack, their diet is actually quite varied. It really depends on their size. Young alligators will eat insects, snails, small fish, and crustaceans. As they grow, they move on to larger prey. Adult alligators have a wide menu that includes fish, snakes, turtles, birds, and mammals like raccoons, muskrats, and even white-tailed deer. They are opportunistic feeders, meaning they'll eat whatever is easiest to catch. This brings us to a question many people, especially pet owners, worry about. Do alligators eat pets like cats and dogs? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. To an alligator, a pet near the water's edge is just another potential meal. It's impossible to know the exact number of pets taken by alligators each year, as many incidents go unreported. However, in states like Florida, where human and alligator populations often overlap, it's a very real concern. Wildlife officials constantly remind residents to keep their pets on a leash and away from the banks of lakes, rivers, and canals, especially during dawn and dusk when alligators are most active. It's a sad reality, but it's a vital part of coexisting safely with these powerful wild animals. It's not that the alligator is being malicious, it's simply acting on its predatory instinct. Alligators aren't just confined to one spot either. They are excellent swimmers and can cover a surprising amount of ground, or rather, water. An alligator can comfortably swim several miles in a single day in search of food, a mate, or new territory. They use their powerful, muscular tails to propel themselves through the water with grace and efficiency, moving side to side in a serpentine motion. While they often seem lazy, basking in the sun, they are capable of bursts of speed up to 20 miles per hour in the water. That's faster than many humans can run. On land, they're a bit clumsier but can still manage short bursts of speed up to 11 miles per hour. So, the old myth about running in a zigzag to escape an alligator, it's just a myth. Your best bet is to run in a straight line, as fast as you can, away from the water. Beyond their hunting prowess, alligators are what we call ecosystem engineers. This is one of the most incredible things about them. During dry seasons, they use their snouts and feet to dig out depressions in the mud. These gator holes fill with water and become vital oases for all sorts of other wildlife. Fish, insects, turtles, birds, and other animals rely on these gator holes to survive the drought. So, by creating a refuge for itself, the alligator provides a lifeline for dozens of other species. This makes them a keystone species, meaning their presence has a disproportionately large effect on their natural environment relative to their abundance. Without alligators, the entire ecosystem of places like the Everglades would be dramatically different and much less diverse. Their life cycle is also fascinating. Mating season occurs in the spring. You might hear deep, rumbling bellows echoing across the water. That's the sound of male alligators calling for mates. After mating, the female builds a large nest out of vegetation, mud, and sticks. The mound can be up to 3 feet high and 6 feet across. She'll lay between 20 and 50 eggs inside. The decaying vegetation in the nest generates heat, which incubates the eggs. Here is a cool fact. The temperature of the nest actually determines the sex of the hatchlings. Nests with temperatures around 93 degrees Fahrenheit produce males, while cooler temperatures around 86 degrees produce females. Temperatures in between will produce a mix of both. The mother alligator is incredibly protective. She will guard her nest fiercely against predators like raccoons for the entire 65-day incubation period. When she hears the chirping sounds of her babies ready to hatch, she'll carefully excavate the nest to help them emerge. She will then carry the tiny hatchlings, sometimes a dozen at a time, gently in her massive jaws down to the water. She continues to protect her young for up to a year, a level of maternal care that is quite rare among reptiles. Despite their fearsome reputation, alligators play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of our wetlands. They control populations of prey animals and, as we've seen, create habitats that support countless other species. After being hunted nearly to extinction, they were listed as an endangered species in 1967. Thanks to incredible conservation efforts by state and federal wildlife agencies, their populations have bounced back spectacularly. They are now one of the greatest success stories of the Endangered Species Act. Today, the American alligator thrives across the southeastern United States, from the Carolinas down to Florida and west to Texas. Their story is a powerful reminder of nature's resilience and the importance of conservation. They are not mindless monsters, but complex, ancient creatures that command respect. They survived the extinction of the dinosaurs and have reclaimed their place as the undisputed rulers of the swamp. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of alligators. I hope you've gained a new appreciation for these incredible living fossils. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more adventures into the natural world. Drop a comment below and let me know what animal you'd like to see me cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.